evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to GameStar TV and welcome to the ZOWIE GameStar Overwatch League. It's week number 2. It's the playoffs, and this is the business end of each week. We have the qualifiers on Monday. Just 13 teams entered this week, so chances were pretty good for those 13 teams. If they played well, they were going to get through qualifying as within the top 4 to take on the 4 auto-qualified teams in this week's playoffs. I fancy the reason we had 13 teams instead of last week's 24 was the massive week we've had in the previous week for Overwatch in the Oceanic region, the launch of ZOWIE GameStar Overwatch League, the launch of the Heroes League. We had 2 $1,000 tournaments on the weekend, and of course the Cyber Gamer monthly final as well. Man, what a massive amount of exposure to competitive Overwatch there has been. The scene is strong, and let's keep it strong, ladies and gentlemen. So my request to you as your host this evening, my name is Chrisis, is that we'll be pasting tweets about the evening throughout in the Twitter channel. If you can click on those links as we paste them into the Twitter channel, and then just hit retweet and get the word out there, get some viewers in, and let's see if we can crack 150. Let's see if we can crack 200 viewers tonight, and really blow things away. We got a lot of special games organized for you tonight, and we've got a viewer giveaway. We're going to be running the t-shirt giveaway as well. The raffle's not quite open yet. We'll open it in about 10 minutes during the first quarterfinal, but it's going to be real simple. You're just going to type in 3 letters, exclamation mark and 3 letters, and you'll be in the raffle to win an Overwatch t-shirt courtesy of GameStar. So let's get on with the evening and introduce your casters for tonight. They are going to be, once again, BobbyJ on play-by-play and Allg on analysis. And BobbyJ, we were talking before about how there seem to be a lot of divided opinions about teams in the Oceanic region, especially in the top 10 of the power rankings. And so tonight we're hoping to present a couple of games to our viewers that will help them to make up their mind, starting off with the quarterfinal.
Welcome to Hollywood.
Go for it, Bobby.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to GameStar TV's coverage of the ZOWIE GameStar Overwatch League. We're in week 2 of the playoffs. I'm BobbyJ here with my co-caster Allg.
Hey mate, how's it going?
And we're here on Hollywood today with our quarterfinal game, Tainted Minds v the Wood Cucks. And we've got 3 other quarterfinals underway as well as we speak, Allg.
Yeah, we've got 3 big games going underway at the moment. We've got Untold Spreadsheet, who are kings at the moment in #1 spot, taking on Thanks. And we've also got Chiefs Esports versus Orbit Gaming, and the last game wrapping out the quarterfinals is Jam Gaming versus Avant-Garde. So 8 very prominent teams here, really looking up to show up and show that they're king of the pile tonight.
Yeah, with pretty much a showing of all the top teams in Australia here tonight on the Thursday night cast from the GameStar here. And we have the Tainted Minds here on the defense.
Yep. Tainted Minds, obviously auto-qualifying from last week's playoff, so this is the first match they played in the league this week. So big game coming up, and obviously the Wood Cucks on offense have played. They played through the whole qualifier, didn't lose a single game, so they're raring to go at the moment, Bobby.
Yeah, it's TJK from the Wood Cucks, already picks up a kill here for his team, and then pushing in into the checkpoint already on top of that payload as Reaper just falls down, and TJK picks up that kill with TJK picking up a double kill here, taking out God's World as Deepwood's still hovering in the air. He gets hooked by the Reinhardt, taken down there, Allg.
Yeah, that was a really good hook there by Haste. Quickly, if people didn't tune into the qualifier on Monday night, TJK and Haste played basically 6 games of just pure brilliance. TJK on this far that we've seen him on a lot has just been so dominant. Haste on this Roadhog, his hook accuracy is really effective for this team. So TJK already on the sniper on offense, Widowmaker, doing a lot of work, Bobby, and wouldn't be surprised if he switched the fire later on as this point would really sealed the deal on this offensive side.
We've definitely seen him on fire in past weeks. He's definitely proved to be one of the top DPS players in Oceania.
Yeah, absolutely, and Haste as well, leading the front line with the Roadhogs and the Winstons. They're really 2 dominant forces at the moment in the scene.
They're on top of the saloon right now, and the tank falls here on the side of the defense of the
Tainted Minds. Yep.
Back to front here. As Haste jumps down on top of Moonshine, trying to get on top of the team there. Elmo gets smashed just after he gets a res off from 2 players. And the Kara's going at it with TJK getting the better of it. Widow. And they're just battling here. It's just inside the studios. The payload's just coming around. Moonshine's there to try and stop it. Gets the hook there. Great job from him as the Limb's dashing around the Tracer, trying to distract. But only God's World remains here on top of the payload, and he's just falling.
What the Wood Cucks do really effectively is they get these really strong frontline champions like Winston, Tracer, and Roadhog and things like that, and they push so hard on your team that it's almost impossible to get to the back line of TJK and fail, basically just damage boosted them the whole time on Pharah or Widowmaker. So they're so aggressive, and you can see there, Tainted Minds hardly given a chance to even get near that checkpoint there, simply because of the pressure that the Wood Cucks were playing on them. So really good at place to play here. They're already at the last section coming around this last corner box.
Moonshine gets a hook there on a limb from the Limb's Tracer. So they're gonna have to wait until their teams are back up. They just had 2 players drop.
Yeah, Elim went just a little bit too far there and just got picked off. So he's switching over to Lucio now, actually, which is interesting. So we'll see if they can push in and get this last fight started. 4 ultimates up on the side of Wood Cucks and 2 up on the side of Tainted. So big fight coming up.
Halo begins, it's stopped at a halt. Team's looking to engage here. Winston goes up above here, trying to get under the healer. The rest of his team's going underneath, trying to get under the back line here. As Moonshot is on top of Fresh there in the corner. As the rocket barrage goes down behind him, picking up the rest of the Wood Cucks here. They've all managed to fall besides TJK.
That was just really good counterplay by Tainted Minds. They didn't panic when they got initiated on. They took a lot of damage, but they managed to get D-field around the back, putting the ultimate down and damaging everything. Really good play there by Tainted Minds.
This is one of the first holds of the game here, Allg, with the push being so fast, and we've still got 6 minutes left.
Yeah, still a lot of time left on the clock for Wood Cucks to push in, so they're not under any pressure at the moment. They're just going to pick someone up and go in, I feel.
There's the Reinhardt ult comes down from Noid, and he takes down Fresh. He's going to have to respawn as the Winston here from the Wood Cucks try to get on the Noid and get the kill back for them, but he's got the shield up, doing a great job here as Moonshaft forces them back. Yeah,
really good defensive play there. They just really good mercy healing there by Elmo to keep everyone alive there. That Winston was on the back line just going nuts, so really good play there to keep them alive, stop the push and back in straight away.
Hayes is going onto the back lines, taking no chances here by just going in and then PJK has just been caught here by D-Field. Didn't see him just above him there as Noah is holding strong on top of the payload, still enough members in the Wood Cucks for damage. Prevent comes in just in time to screen back here. Tainted Minds, but Rico over the top with his Reaper cleaning up, and they're going to get the payload there for the pick.
Osia, that fight played incredibly. He saved his ult up on the Reaper for as long as possible to make sure when they actually used the res and got up, he had the ultimate ready to go. And you can see here, play the game, this might be it. He just went in normally and started shooting them all with these auto attacks. But as soon as he saw the res come up, he's like, yeah, I got it, I'm going to use my ultimate and get everyone. So really strong play there.
Straight on those healers. There we go, over the top, doing a little dance to the camera. 5 minutes and 6 seconds set by the Wood Cucks. A great time, Allg.
Yeah, really fast time there by the Wood Cucks to get into that last section. The only time they were really held up was in that last corner there. They had a little bit of trouble going in, a little bit of communication, but what they did really well is when they knew they'd lost a fight, they didn't go in and commit all their players and basically get wiped out, have to total reset. They knew when they lost the fight, they pulled back straight away and they kept 5 of them alive and waited for the 6th person. So really good play to make sure you're not too aggressive, because you got to remember, if you all go and die, that's bad enough, but you're also giving the enemy a lot of ultimate charge as well, which makes it even tougher. So really good shot calling there on the side of Wood Cucks.
As we load in here for the mirror with the Wood Cucks on defense, Chrisis, we do have a giveaway tonight.
Yes, we do, and my apologies, ladies and gentlemen, since I've been thrown to that. I muted the other casters. They had a great intro. I listened to the whole thing. It was just fantastic. So hopefully we'll be able to cover some of the talking points in other parts of tonight's cast. So yes, we're going to be doing a giveaway. We'll be sending out a tweet in just a moment and opening up the raffle. It's very simple. All you do is type in !T in chat once the raffle starts, and you are good to go. You're in the raffle to win a Play Overwatch t-shirt. You get to choose whichever t-shirt you want. So, you know, if you want to wear Hanzo or Tracer or whatever on your chest, that's exactly what you're going to get. Your choice. So make sure you enter the raffle when the bot announces it. Okay.
Thank you very much, Chrisis. And we're back with your quarterfinal game here. And we have the Wood Cucks setting the time of 5 minutes and 6 seconds.
Yeah, very fast. Very nice pace there. In the driver's seat, I feel at the moment, but it is really going to come down to how quickly Tainted Minds can come and get this first point off them.
They're setting up just on top of the cafe here, we see, Allg.
Yeah, they're just getting in there, just trying to hold a defensive position on high ground as much as possible. I'm a little bit concerned by what Tainted Minds is running at the moment. They've actually gone the McCree on the offense, which is very interesting. So we haven't seen him in quite a while, and especially haven't seen him on payload maps. So it'll be interesting to see if Deepfield's got something to show us here, and see maybe something out.
They're looking to... I was going to say go into the control room, but they don't even care. They've just jumped on. And they got Blitzed already into the back line, trying to get on the fail, but jumps away to safety, and as Norley picks up on Fresh, and Lemon Rico getting their kills. Cheney gets a kill on the limb, TJK gets a kill off here on Rico. As they're fighting right here near the stairwell. They're on top of the point. Bale just lost his player there. He's only got one person left to jump onto. He's been caught out by Noah. Just a one-man Reinhardt ult going down on the Mercy. TJK falls, haste follow. He's the last one there. Oh, it's Fresh just gets there just in time along with a limb, but they've both fallen. They're bleeding in.
Yeah, that was really, really important play there by ZOWIE. He was being chased by Reaper, and instead of running away, he just turned around and charged straight into him, picking up Osea, who at that point was really the key point of that fight for the Wood Cucks with all the defense. So he managed to pick him off and then made a big ultimate on Fail as well. So really, really good play there by ZOWIE on that run.
Going for the saloon here, up top, ready to hold the high ground. Waiting for Tainted Minds to push through the gate with the payload. As you see both teams getting up onto the high ground with Chenny and Moonshot on the opposite end here on top of the bank, trying to get some shots off. But TJK has been damaged off, and you've got to watch out for TJK as he's looking closer to the action here. As Moonshot falls down here, Tasty getting a double kill of his Reaper. But Defield's got the high noon here. And he's been falling here as the Reinhardt ult comes in and cleans them off. And they're going to be able to push on here.
Yeah, really good defense there by Wood Cucks. They just sort of picked them off one at a time. It was Moonshot who got picked up originally. It got thrown like a ragdoll across the whole map. So that was quite funny to watch. But not so good for the Wood Cucks, for Tainted Minds, unfortunately. They've really got to regroup here and get through this saloon section. They've got 3 ultimates up, so they might be able to do some big combos here and get this payload.
Deffield coming in with Elm over the damage buff. Moonshot over the top, trying to get on top of the high ground, but just manages to hit the ledge instead. TJK holding strong, picks up a good accurate shot on Deffield there to take him down. Fresh gets the pick up on Dog's on the background. As you've got a fight down here on the streets, Reinhardt's going at it, as Noah gets the best of it there. And then gets a kill on Elmo with Hayes picking up here on Chenny. Osea looking for a kill here on the back of the tanks here. Manages to take down the Winston. Reinhardt falls as well, with Haste getting the better of that duel, and still holding strong, the guys here from the Wood Cucks.
Wood Cucks are in a really, really good position now. They got 4 ultimates up and they're ready for anything that basically comes their way. I feel like Tainted Minds at the moment just a little bit scattered. They're just getting picked off one by one, and they've just got to regroup and make sure they can get a couple of picks and go in themselves. They've still got the Pharah now at 54%, so when that ultimate's up, maybe they'll be able to do something.
5 ultimates up here on the Wood Cucks. Ready to look strong as Fresh gets on 73% of his ultimate. As the Winstons are down on the ground, battling it out. And Noe is falling on the Roadhog. So you see the tank on the Reaper. Moonshot in the back there, but he's all alone. And he's going to fall. D-Field just on top there with Elmo, but not going to be able to do too much.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, who's this Haste is just in the back line, just going nuts, which is what Moonshot's trying to do at the moment, but it's just been unsuccessful. He's actually switched on to that Staria now, too. They're really looking to just... I don't know what happened there. I think Fresh just used his ultimate by mistake for some reason. Doing a really big ult on that car there, Bobby. That was crazy.
Well, those players were certainly not living up to his name there. That was not Fresh, and as the sound barrier comes in from the Lucio, I mean, it's go time, and Godswell trying to get his team in there. And there he goes, his sound barrier for the Tainted Minds, and they're looking to clean up here as there's only a couple of members left on near the payload for the Wood Cucks. Lim's just there trying to do what he can until his team gets back. He's doing a good job, he's scaling the walls, but he finally falls down. Noe does the same, and sorry, Noe doesn't do the same as the other team, as the payload is pushing around to the yellow box.
Yeah, they're slowly pushing around. Osea might be trying to get here and do an ultimate or something. No, he's just sort of backing out here, but that was a bit of a shame there that Fresh lost his ulti on that Reinhardt. They really could have used that in that fight. I don't know if it would have made much of a difference, but they definitely would have come back in the fight. Sorry, without that ult, they really had no chance.
Shield is forcing to take it down. They're going to move back around here, the Wood Cucks. 4 minutes 35 left to play. on the clock for Allg.
Yeah, it's going to be tight. If they want that extra point, they're really going to have to get this moving and get it over the line. But at the moment, they're just looking to pick up that point. He got by Osea there.
Yeah, Osea goes in with his Reaper ult, getting a double kill there with Fresh and Lim picking up kills of their own. As Haste is forcing them all the way back into the spawn and just slaps them down.
Man, Osea, he's playing a really, really good damn this Reaper. His positioning and the way that he moves into fights is really impressive. He can sneak around the back, or he can just walk up and just basically blow you away with those shotguns. So he's got some really good options, and he's really good at playing the champ. So really good.
His details get them top, trying to get the kill there. The Reaper following him in the air. The hook missed there from the Reinhardt. Fresh on top, he gets a Reinhardt ult. Charges through, claiming he's victim there as Moonshot goes down. TJK getting killed, double kill there. Osea getting killed on the Reaper as Zowie gets kill on Fresh to try and get a little bit back for his team.
That was a much, much better ult there by Fresh. That's what happens when he hits them. He really hits them well. So that was a 4-man right there, so really strong stuff. Tainted Minds at the moment, they're really in a bit of a ruck at the moment. They've switched back to the McCree, which I don't know if is necessarily the right move. I feel like the Barra was working much better for them, but maybe this will get them over the line.
Barrier popped by both Lucios here, so Tainted with maximum HP health bars. Almost trying to get on this health B field out, but he's getting cornered there. As the Winston slapping Moonshine out of the way. He won't let up. He's trying to get in there to beam and charge himself up, but he's all alone here, and he's got no one left.
Unfortunately, there's not much they could really do about that. They lost so many people so early. Back with what I was saying about the McCree point, he switched off it originally simply because the Winston pressure was just too strong from Haste, and that's exactly how they lost their fight. If you can get on this far and get back in the air, it's a lot tougher for Winston to track you down when you're in the air with Mercy healing you. So, not quite sure. Maybe he's looking to use this ult then switch back, but we'll see what happens when they come into the last vault. Not much less time left though.
He gets flashbanged as he tries to get his ultimate off on the Reaper. Moonshot falls down. The rest of his team are cleaning up. He still gets a triple kill though, even though his ultimate didn't work.
Yeah, this is what I was saying about Osea, man. He's really, really good at coming in from any angle and just flanking you. Like, they had no idea that he came out there. Elmo and D-Field have had their ults probably for a good 2 minutes now, just waiting to use them, but Wood Cucks aren't giving him a single chance to get any of it off, so really, really good defending here by Wood Cucks. Tainted Minds, they really need to get things underway if they want to get this over and get a point at least.
Halo's pushing up here, still a minute 38 left on the clock, but then just playing themselves a point going into the second round. As the ZOWIE ult comes down here on 3 members, people are trying to pile in to get onto the defense here, but the res comes in, picking up 2 people. Good job by Fail there to pick up his team. Osea gets a double kill though to help with that res. The res comes in from Elmo though, go back up here for Tainted Minds to get their players back in. Now they're trying to push on, but the Reinhardt ult comes in to say no thank you, you're not getting through. Zowie is forced back here, but Fresh falls down and they're going to be able to jump onto the payload.
Yeah, that was a much, much better fight there by Tainted Minds. A really good res there by Elmo, just holding on to it long enough to get the most use out of it possible. D-Field still has this McCree ult, so maybe coming around this last section and picking up the match, you'll be able to use it.
Here it comes. Their ultimates. Health bars up as they're fighting here on top of the payload. Zowie goes straight in, but he dies in the process. Moonshot's there, but he realizes, oh, I've got no takes here. Chetty's just falling down in the background. Elmo reses them back. Good res. Great opportunity for them to come back into the game. As people are falling down left, right, and center. TJK back into the game with a res. Reinhardt goes down right to the middle on top of the payload. Fresh and Zowie. Fresh gets a good ultimate there on his Reinhardt, sending Tainted Minds down to the floor.
Yeah, really good strategic fighting there on the side of Wood Cucks. They nearly lost that one there. Tainted Minds almost pushing it over the line, getting him at that point. But Elim is playing some really flexible champions at the moment. Sorry, heroes at the moment. He plays a lot of this Lucio, but he's not afraid to switch onto something else like the Diva or even the Tracer. So really well played there by Wood Cucks.
Wood Cucks picking up a 2-0 win here as we look at the Plantronics play of the game with Osea, aka Rico, on his Reaper. He's going to see his handiwork here.
Yeah, see, look at that. Really had no idea that he was up there. Really good position. and just getting a full, he just blows them away here too. So really good play there by Seal.
Even got the Edgelord skin, my favorite skin.
Yeah, absolutely. He's edged up to the max. Very sharp. Very sharp.
As we see, the Wood Cucks getting a 2-0 lead already in this best of 3 series over the Tainted Minds on Hollywood here. Great job by them. We're going to see what we're going to do. Gibraltar seems to be our second map here.
Yeah, Gibraltar is going to be very interesting. There's going to be probably some of the same problems that they had the first game, though. I hate to keep pointing fingers at D-Field, but I really wasn't sure about that McCree pick. It just didn't really seem to do much for them. When he started off with it originally, you get a lot of use out of it, but when he switched to the Farah, things started coming up a lot better. The way he was playing the Farah, staying in the air and doing as much damage as he could from above and using the high positioning was doing really, really well for him. And they actually won a couple of really close fights, pushing him through to that next section. But then he went back to the McCree again, and the problem with McCree is the nerf to his fan, the hammer. If you get jumped on by a really tanky hero like Winston, even if you flash bang him and do a whole fan in his face, you're just not going to kill him. And with such little mobility, it's so difficult to get it away. So I'll be very interested to see if the McCree comes out again this game, Bobby.
Yeah, as we load in, 20 seconds to go, and we're here on GameStar TV's coverage of the ZOWIE GameStar Overwatch League. We're in week number 2 here with your quarterfinal game between the Tainted Minds and the Wood Cucks, and we are on map number 2, which is Watchpoint Gibraltar, with the Wood Cucks going up 2-0 in the first game on Hollywood. Great time set by them, and then also managed to successfully defend, which is a tough job to do.
Yeah, doing a full defense is really, really tough against basically any team, simply because attack, you have so much momentum coming into it. So really, really good defense there by Wood Cucks. I quickly want to pull in again. Elian, that last game, the flexibility in that man's champion pool was really, really outstanding. He started off with a Tracer first pick, I believe, and just having the one support on the offense. And then when they finally got to that last section, he finally changed into the Lucio. So some interesting strats coming out there, maybe just putting, as we said, a lot of pressure on the enemy team's backline. So a lot of flexibility coming in from the Wood Cucks too. Let's see how Tainted Mind deal with it this time around.
Is the Wood Cucks being called underrated from the community? They're definitely showing up here, proving their worth to be a top 4 contender. So we're going to see if they can seal the deal on this map, Allg, and push themselves into the top 4.
Yeah, they're in a very, very strong point at the moment, so it's going to be a very, very close game. Also, good to see D-Field switch back to this Farah, so I think this is going to work a lot better for Tainted Minds. Hopefully they can hold out and get a couple of points.
So we're getting ready for the first checkpoint, holding here on the high ground, with a couple of people just waiting to flank them from the server room. We're going to see a little battle happen as soon as that payload hits the top of that rampway. As the hook comes in from Moonshot, Lin manages to get back down to the ground to safety. Channy's going to go in face first with Moonshot and D-Field. The Pyro already going there. Channy gets hooked for his trouble of going face first. And Shadow step his way out of that. Like a Rogue in the World of Warcraft. In the server room on the side, going to have to reset a little bit. Oh, already a res there.
Yeah, Rez coming out, that was interesting. Rez, it managed to get a couple of them up, but not really working out for him there. So looks like Wood Cucks could get over the line, but Tainted coming in pretty hard here.
His payload sits right next to the checkpoint. Haste popping his Roadhog ulti, Fresh holding up the shield for his team. Doesn't know which way to hold it at the moment. There's people all around him. He's swinging everywhere in a 360 motion. Takes down God's World though with it. Good swings and almost comes in for a 3-man res. That's a big res for his team. His Moonshot gets to pop his Roadhog ult. Shields up the Fresh, but it's down now. He pushes up the top of the building here. And the Lucio ults come in now for the defense and for the offense. Maximizing those hard pass. D-Field, point blank, Rocket Barrage gets hooked in from the Roadhog. Wood Cucks look to swarm them here. Only God's World left and he's fallen down.
Wood Cucks are looking on point tonight, Bobby. That whole exchange that they had there was really good. TJK, some of the kiting that man does on his Widowmaker is exceptional, and having fail healing up is really positive. It's not the Tainted Minds are playing badly, I feel, it's just Cucks are just in their real element tonight.
going for the high ground here on top of the spaceship, trying to claim their position here. Allg is very important to aim for the high ground.
Oh, absolutely. And basically, in most games, if you have the high ground advantage, you're already going to have a lot of pressure on the opposition. It's a lot harder to shoot up than to shoot down on top of them. So, really good positioning here by Tainted Minds on the high ground. Let's see if they can hold it under this bridge.
The monkey wants to be king of the map. He's jumped down here. He's found someone down, the Lucio down there. His team comes to his aid. They managed to pull back here. Payload's still pushing though with Fresh sitting on top. Moonshard's there to try and push them back. Whoop. Doesn't do anything. Team is just waiting on the right hand side. Channy getting a heal there. He's not getting damage buff, but he's getting healed. They're topping him off. Seems being able to hold themselves in a choke point at the moment.
Yeah, they're just being held in a choke point. It's really the Wood Cucks struggling to get in their backline at the moment, I feel, Bobby. They're getting there slowly, but unfortunately, Channy isn't really having. He had some really good kills that last fight, but they're really struggling to get on the backline.
He's trying to push forward here on top of Channy, but he's getting healed by Olmo, but he gets his ult and try and push him away, just stops the enemy team. He's going straight into the backline on top of the healer there, pushing them all the way up to the staircases. Osir, aka Rico, gets his soldier ultimate off, trying to clean up the rest of the people left in the room. Moonshard gets his ultimate off, but Fresh just denies the team. But the Farrell's on top, he's going with rocket barrage, he squeezed up, beautiful work from him. As people get rezzed here on the Wood Cucks, but they're gonna end up falling down anyway.
Yeah, there was a really good res there, but Wood Cucks, Tainted Minds knew that res was coming and managed to hold on to that really, really well. So, really good play there by Wood Cucks. Probably the first real good piece of defense we've had from him this game, and I'd like to see more of that coming in next time.
Wood Cucks slowly come back into the hangar room here on Watch Point Gibraltar. They've already claimed 2 checkpoints here with 4 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. What do they need to do, Allg?
I feel like, well, if the Wood Cucks want to go to the line, they're just going to keep doing what they're doing and just get a couple of picks and then just push this payload into this last section. In terms of Tainted Minds, I feel like they need to try and stick to it, what they're doing as well, but we'll just let Spot play out first.
Yeah, the soldier ult goes down here for the Wood Cucks. They're cleaning up and they're just going in aggressive and the flames they hang and they've gone onto the 3rd checkpoint.
Yeah, once the Wood Cucks get a couple of picks, it really is difficult to hold up against their aggression. But I think Tainted Minds at the moment, it's going to be tough for them this last 6 minutes to hold on. But they've switched off the Winston now, and they've got the Soldier coming in and the Reinhardt and the Roadhog combo. So maybe they can get a couple of picks of their own and try and hold on. I feel a lot of it's going to come down to Moonshard, Bobby, if they want to win this. He's going to have to get a couple of picks and really turn the fight in their favour before it starts.
Those stragglers here for Tainted Minds, the TJK picking them up and he's got his sights set on the spawn. And Hayes is pushing them back in through the door. The people are struggling and people are falling off the map here.
Oh my goodness.
TJK is just taking aim here. No one's on them, they're just struggling to get out as the press is being forced here on the doorway. The Wood Cucks just overly aggressive.
Yeah, Hayes channeling some of his inner John Cena there with some relentless aggression, Bobby. So he's just going completely nuts and just doing what he can. So really strong push there by Hayes.
Yeah, they're giving Tainted Minds the attitude adjustment here as the ult from Reinhardt goes down on top of the rest of the team here that are left alive, and they've just gone down. He's stealing the deal here. Only Noise is left here. On with D-Field on the Tracer, but dashes the wrong way. Doesn't get on top of the payload.
Yeah, well, I mean, Wood Cucks really are putting down a point at the moment, aren't they? They're just playing really fast, aggressive Overwatch for the champions. But Channy on this Reaper getting player of the game.
Yeah, the Flantrox play of the game here for Chenny. He doesn't pick up the victory, but he still has his little moment of glory, picking up a nice good kill there. And then he's running goes up with that dealer. He did alright this game, Chenny, but just wasn't. They weren't able to deal with that aggression from the Wood Cucks, especially at the end.
Yeah, it was just too much aggression coming in for the Wood Cucks there. Unfortunately, what Tainted Minds are trying to do is exactly what Wood Cucks have been doing all game, and is get on that backline and destroy the DPS coming from TJK. But it's just so difficult when jumps on them, and the appeal from the Wood Cucks is so strong. You know, Winston is really effective against Widowmaker one-on-one, but if you have Mercy healing her and then you have your Reaper come back and help you, suddenly it's like a 3-on-1 caught behind enemy lines. So he's trying his hardest, he's doing his best to try and get back in there, Noid, but he just can't pull it off at the moment. Just some really strong peeling by Wood Cucks.
Wood Cucks set a time of 6 minutes 10 here on Watchpoint Gibraltar, your second map of the best of 3 series here in your quarterfinals on the ZOWIE GameStar Overwatch League. And we have Tainted Minds with a difficult time to try and beat.
Absolutely. At the moment it's 6 minutes and 10 seconds, so I mean that's probably a middle of the pile time. It's a time that can be beaten, but unfortunately the way that Tainted Minds are having to come up against this really strong unit tonight, it's going to be tough for them. And already we're seeing possible McCree's coming out on the side of Tainted here, so we'll see what happens if McCree gets locked in.
Yeah, it might be the deal with the healers in the back line trying to give him some coverage with the flashbangs against the Reaper.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. The flashbang is a very strong tool against people like Reaper. Anyone with a channel ultimate stops them dead. Unfortunately, they're using it mostly as a support champion. If you look up, that means they've got 3 support-orientated picks. Where's the damage really going to come from? Sure, Winston does the damage, but he needs to get in your backline. The only real damage I see coming in from there is D-Field on this Farah, so...
Can he didn't switch?
He's done switch. He switched over now to Widowmaker, so we'll see how Widow goes. Usually very good here on this map if you can get through and keep a good position. So we'll see how the Tainted Minds come in. I would like to see him pick a point because I think they have played well tonight. They've just had a really rough game against.
Shout out to TJK with a 69% team kill. No, it was sorry in the 70s. Actually.
71 participation.
Yeah, 71%. That is huge. We got Tainted Minds taking the high ground here, Allg, and they've got the first checkpoint. We got the teams know where each other are. 5 points to them, and I was going to ask you for your opinion on positioning, but they've already gone underneath as Roadhog gets a pick on Moonshot here. He's going to have to reset. Oh, that's the way it comes from behind, and they're trying to flank him here behind Fresh, but they're not being able to do too much about it.
Did you see where Moonshot went that fight, Bobby? I only saw him for about a second and a half before he got deleted from the map. The push from them was so aggressive on top of all of them, so he got erased from the game very quickly. But yeah, it's not the best start here on Tainted Minds, but it's still early days.
I think they baited him in a little bit there underneath and just cleaned him up, and the team got split.
Yeah, they got split up a little bit, and once you get split up and you lose one of your big frontliners like Roadhog, you're gonna have a tough time. So. Yeah, they got split, they lost a couple of picks, but at the moment there's a big fight coming out here.
Yeah, Moonshar's already down, he's trying to redeem himself, he gets a kill there on top of the limb, that's a healer down. PKK gets a kill in D-Field though. Chrisis gets a kill in Chenny, that's their DPS falling down there. And along with Elmo, they're taking out the crucial picks here.
Age before beauty.
Yeah, they really know what picks need to go down first, and they're eliminating them straight away. So some really good pick finding here on the side of Wood Cucks. Moonshot actually did much better that fight, picking up Elim right at the start, but unfortunately he got left behind enemy lines and there wasn't much you can do it. It's looking tough now for Tainted Minds. They're up against 5 ultimates side here of Wood Cucks. No way to switch back to this Winston, but at the moment against Roadhog and Reaper it's going to be tough.
4 minutes left to play here. The Tainted Minds are definitely going to have to push this right now. So the payload is, they know this, and they're jumping on top of the payload as Fresh comes into the shield trying to block it. But Moonshot gets his Roadhog off him, and he's pushing people back, but he gets slammed down from Fresh's Reinhardt off. OCA picking up a Reaper ultimate there. So he gets kills his Reaper ultimate, and they successfully hold this payload.
One thing that I said Wood Cucks are doing very well, and they did it again there, is when they're aggressive, but sometimes they let the other team be aggressive and they just absorb all the aggression and just counterplay them. Tainted Minds there used basically all their ultimates coming in there trying to be a pick, and Wood Cucks said, okay, we'll just fall back and wait till you use your ult, and then we'll use ours on you and just clean you up, and that's what happened.
Kenny gets hooked, but he manages to get back, and he falls though to the limb on the Lucio. Lucio gets a kill though on the haze. And Roadhog falls down on the Wood Cucks. Just pushing up here, the Tainted Minds, trying to get on top of the front line. Allg gets in a good position to heal Rico. Sorry, Uzi is on his Rico. They're fighting underneath here as Bresh goes forward as much as he can, and they've all fallen down here besides Chenny.
Absolutely, Bobby. I think one of the big points of that fight was actually Elim. They were in a very bad position there, Wood Cucks. They were caught in the middle and they were going to get collapsed on by Tainted Minds. But Elim did an amazing pushback with Lucio and pushed them actually down the hill and gave Wood Cucks the higher ground, allowing them to win that fight. So a really instrumental push there by Elim.
Instrumental call, first of the night here from Allg. So, congratulations, you picked up your instrumental award, and the fight continues on top of the payload. Lucio pushes them back as he thinks the shield go down, but Elim gets his Lucio hold on. Keep everyone alive here. Lucio falls here. 2 minutes left on the clock. Chenny gets a kill here on top of OC here on his Reaper. Fresh is getting swarmed here, and he falls down with a little blown hole on top of stuck him in the face. The res comes in here from fail. People are back alive. BJK on top of the building. He's jumped down. He doesn't care. He's a man on a mission, pushing them back here. Moonshot, he knows there's only less than 2 minutes left. He's trying to do what he can here with D-Field, but they're falling down.
The TJK Soldier at the moment is just going huge. He's just doing so much damage to the Tainted Minds here. Especially with that fail, the Mercy damage boost coming in from fail, so they are just a really good unit. The communication between TJK and fail is some of the best I've seen so far, so really good stuff. And as I said, he goes and dies for absolutely no reason, so thanks for that, TJK.
Chenny gets the kill there, and Fresh holding up that shield though for his team, ready for the last push of the game. Not enough time left for one more push. The Roadhog hook almost gets on the Chenny. He's lucky he didn't get hooked. Godswell trying to get around here to side see who's in that server room, aka the Octagon, as we have to call it here between me and Allg.
Yep, that's it. Yeah, it's a very fight-inducing room, thus the Octagon, but there's bullfights going everywhere at the moment.
Yeah, Moonshine gets he falls down here in the hands of Haste as the Lucio comes in for the rest of his team, but they get flattened down by the Fresh Hold and his Reinhardt. They're all down, but he's still managed to stay alive here. Godswell picks up the kill on Haste. So Haste and he gets res though, and he's got the Roadhog all happening. He's chugging away, trying to push everyone back. Rico gets a kill on top of D-Field. Fail gets a Mercy kill here. He finishes off Noah. And OCA cleaning up Chenny though in the background. Godswell's forced back and they're all falling down towards the spawn.
Yeah, being pushed all the way back now to the spawn. 45 seconds left. I don't think there's going to be enough time for Tainted Minds to come back and get the 2 points. But if they want to get 1 point, they're going to need a miracle. But, I mean, the Wood Cucks type Bobby are really just putting out a statement, aren't they, for the rest of the field today? They're saying, okay, we're here to play, boys. We're ready to go. Let's see what you guys have got.
26 seconds left, and they could be claiming their victory here. They're looking really comfortable to get into the semi-finals and get their order of qualification for next week.
Everyone heal up.
Making their way up the power rankings as Tainted Minds here for one last push to try and get themselves in it. But Wood Cucks is still here holding on, but TJK falls though, but Lemon OC gets their kills. Still getting a kill here on top of Fresh. Gets a double kill. Chenny getting a kill. The rest comes in from Fail. They're all back alive, but they're all inside of Reaper. Reaper doesn't manage to take down. He only takes down Fail though. Getting that res effort there as Godwell gets hooked here from Haste. People are falling down from Tainted Minds. Trace is alive here, but he falls down as Chenny's the one left alive. He's jumping around. It's overtime. The file's sinking. He knows he's got to get back. The rest comes in. They're still alive here on top of the payload. Redhog churning away here. Fresh is still alive here from Fail, keeping him in the game here. The ult goes down from Reinhardt. Moonshot falls down by tugging the hot spread. And there's only a Trace left dashing around. Oh, D-Field's back there though. He's Shadow stepping on top of it. He's fallen down. The Trace is just left alive. He's going to swatter away, and the bar's going down, Allg, and they're going to win the game.
And then win the game 4-0. So really strong showing here by Wood Cucks. I think my money's on Fail probably getting play of the game though with this res. That was absolutely disgusting. I think that was at least 4 men.
Oh, here you go. And I think you're right, this has only 10 seconds left on the clock. Great job here by Pale, the clutch to play here. And the Plantronics and play the game with that beautiful res. And we have the Wood Cucks moving on. That's 2 maps clean sheeted, as we like to say in the soccer, aka football world.
Not many people know what that football is, do they, Bobby? That's a tough one.
Just a beautiful clean sheet there from them, and Woodcocks coming up massive here, moving on to the semi-finals.
That will be absolutely wrapped with that. That was probably one of the best games we've seen Woodcocks play. We've seen them play like that in the qualifiers, but you know they've been versing teams that really haven't had this high-level professional experience so far. But coming up against Tainted Minds, a pretty dominant club in the top 4 here last week as well. That they just made that look easy. Woodcocks really, really well played there.
Shout out to myself and Ori for on the power rankings for saying the Woodcocks is the team to watch this week. So
absolutely,
keep your eyes on this team as they move on to the semi-finals. But it is time to select our Plantronics MVP for the match, and the nominee will be going to the draw for the Plantronics Rig 500 HD 7.1 gaming headset. Allg, who is your MVP nominee?
Tough. Yeah, I think I'm probably going to have to give it to Osea though. Even though TJK did play an incredibly good game, second game, Osea's first game on that Reaper was just incredible. Really, really good play and really got the momentum going for this series. So Osea definitely worthy of my Plantronics.
Congratulations, Osea, for picking up your Plantronics MVP nomination from Allg, your caster here at the GameStar, the one and only. And you can follow him at GoMapFlash. It's actually Flack, pronounced Flack, but if you want to spell it, FLACH. And that's his Twitter handle. Mine's _BobbyJ. You can follow at GameStar on Twitter. We'll be tweeting during the break as well. And we will be wrapping it up here for your quarterfinal game with the Woodcucks advancing into the semifinals. We'll find out who they play very shortly as the rest of the games are still being played, I assume. We'll take a short break. I'm BobbyJ here with Allg and Chrisis in the production room. We will see you shortly.